Why are my reshades not coming through?
Because Epic sucks.
But they were before in the other stream.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't notice.
Okay, I'm hearing things.
You know what? I have a melatonin here. It's not gonna help, but maybe if I take like 16 of them in. Serving size is 1.
You're like, excuse me.
Yeah, how much melatonin is in one of these?
Oh,
Like,
nice.
top 10 melatonin per day. I'm gonna take 2 anyway. I'm a big girl, I can have 2 servings. I'm gonna regret this in about 40 minutes. Because it's not gonna help me sleep, it's just gonna make me feel sick. Wait, are these expiring? Where's the expiration date? Oh, they expire in a few months. Fun. Hey, you leave that Sheva alone.
Try and do the gens.
And? Let her, she's awesome.
I mean, the name alone makes me want to let them live.
You don't think Bubba has a bubble butt? That's crazy. That could be like a tongue twister. Oh my gosh, these gummies taste like ass.
Do they taste like bubble butt ass?
Yes.
Is your tongue
admittedly is
in
not
the
that
bubble butt ass?
My tongue?
Tongue twister? Your tongue twister?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is your tongue twisting in the bubble butt ass tasting gummy bears?
the big Bubba bubble butt. The big Bubba's bubble butt. No. How can we make this even more confused? What other words start with That's vulgar. I don't want to see that.
I mean, when I said ass, I was talking about a donkey. I don't know what you were talking about.
I was talking like You know what donkey tastes like? You've killed a donkey and eaten it?
I will sooner do that than the other thing.
You don't need ass? That's crazy.
End of conversation.
Well, that Renato you're chasing has balanced, I think.
Well, there's your girl. There's Bubba's bubble butt. Thought she was slick. I always call her Shiva.
Why? Does she look like the blue person with 4 arms from Mortal Kombat? my gosh, those gummies have left a foul aftertaste on my tongue. Not enjoying
Good.
that.
Good.
What do you mean good? Howie! Howie! You've turned against me! Crazy, the betrayal is insane.
Legit gameplay. Correct. Legit gameplay from an illegitimate gamer.
No. Got an item.
Nancy's have to die by default.
Fair and based Andrew.
What?
Fair and based Andrew. Nancy's almost dead. When cheese, are you gonna be cheating today?
I don't know. It seems like it's in demand, doesn't it?
It's always in demand. People just want something to be angry about.
Wait, I hear noises. Where are they?
My grandfather when he comes back.
I am her grandfather.
Yeah, Nancy's going bye-bye. Nancy goes bye-bye. Oh, wow. We came in and saved her at the last second.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
Hey,
Yeah,
these
I
immediate
would like to be
unhooks.
you all day, bro.
Immediately unhooked and hopped right on the chin.
Something's in my
Dude, that video, there's, I don't know who it was, but someone made a video of like a really scuffed looking Batman, like jumping over some kind of like tightrope or like rope that goes into that. And I can't find the video because he jumps over the rope successfully and then trips just on his own feet. I always thought it was so funny.
Somebody's gonna die already.
I spent so much money on Fortnite.
Dude, I think I have a Fortnite account that's worth like
I've gone negative because of Fortnite.
I mean, I like Fortnite, but not that much. Dang.
Just because sometimes there's automatic payments and I forget about it, and then I wake up to saying my account's negative, and I'm like, oh. That happens. Does
Yep,
that happen to you
please
guys?
don't do that. Yeah. I simply don't have a bank account. I
No.
simply pay everything in cash.
I actually had a credit card and I got it away because let's just say I didn't know how to use it.
Me when I'm a loser. So it's okay. I'm only picking on you. I currently have a coin in my possession that is worth over $3,000. I'm waiting for the day that that coin goes to like $10,000. Right now I have $10 worth of quarters in my wallet and like $40 worth of actual paper money, and that's all I have. That's how like stupid broke I am. I don't count any of my quarter collections.
That's so weird. It made the sound like I got hit with a pallet, but I didn't get stunned by it.
Yeah, that's what always happens to me.
I think it was because I was still mid-blink.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh. So close.
You are an enter. Okay, Howie, check your DMs. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, how did they get so much distance? It's crazy. Oh,
She fast vaulted his life.
Nancy's must die. Sorry, not sorry.
Urchin.
No way.
It's the weekends.
Family Guy.
Yeah.
Like the guy in Fortnite?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, wait.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I sip a cup expecting water. There's nothing but you. Oh, Renato brought the game on.
Wait, what? He's brought it?
Yeah.
Well, it's down to the Queen of Sheba.
Sheva. Her name is Sheva.
It's down to Chevrolet.
Yes. Look at her go. She's
She is off on a mission for the hatch. Oh, I thought she went down. I hear her up here. Or I'm hearing things.
Four E's asked how your day is going, Prophet.
For ease.
That's how I imagine you say their name.
Or E. Or
Nah, yeah, see, they're saying it all caps in chat too.
What meanest thou?
I mean, if you want her to take it, you have to stand on top of it and start swinging.
Why?
honestly, because it indicates to the survivor that you're letting them have it, just like swing at the hatch.
How do they know?
Because survivors speak survivor language. If the killer is just swinging on top of the hatch, it usually means, "Hey, come take this hatch. It's all for you."
But she might not even be around here.
Likely not, but she could be at the exit gate. She could be in a locker 12 meters away. Who knows? Who cares?
So I hope Spook's videos send more subscribers and followers your way. Nothing noticeable as of now. Boy Toto said that he gained like 1,000 from his. I mean, he didn't say my name, and he's hiding any comments that do say my name, so people would have to research on their own, I suppose.
I think it's because Void's videos are all like super controversial.
Yeah, like really over the top.
He's funny though.
He didn't show any of my like highlights. It wasn't like
Maybe
the best of Trolling Prophet. It was more just like
basic.
the worst clips he could have taken.
Maybe blink a couple of times. If she can't hear you, she'll be able to hear you. Blink on top of hatch.
I just think she don't trust me.
Probably.
She's injured. What would be the best way down? I suppose this hole.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably go to a gate and find her if she's hiding. Or just like leave entirely and just let her think that she got hatch on her own.
Well, I like to try to have a moment where they know that it's freely given.
Yeah. I like to have those moments too. Spooks needs to get off his high horse for real, thinks he's the king of Dead by Daylight and that his say-so is final. I've also noticed that, especially recently, he is very condescending. It's also extremely sarcastic.
I don't know. My only issue with it is that he made me say things I didn't say.
A lot of people like to assume, like, as if they're smart, how to complete incomplete data. So, like, there's this example that I always see in, like, memes, but it's like, if you say, "I like pancakes," someone's gonna be like, "Your silence on waffles is deafening," and it's just like, that is a whole other subject. What are you talking about? And that's just like, yeah, that's pretty accurate to what people like to do with other people's words. It's like, I didn't say that. It was hardly even implied, because I didn't imply it.
Well, the thing that kind of gets me about it, right, is that it's not like he did it on accident. He definitely did it on purpose. Because, like, okay, so for instance, like, I'm just trying to think of some of there were like several examples, but I'm just trying to think of what they were. Like, one was me answering people about how, like, when they talk about, oh, you ruin people's fun and cheaters ruin people's fun, and like, my argument was how I was saying, like, you know, nobody can ruin your fun unless you let them. Like, you go into a game and you decide you're gonna have fun. And it was like where I was explaining how, like, oh, people have said, well, you wouldn't like it if you were playing against the cheaters. And I said, well, actually, I've played against cheaters before. I know what it feels like. And I actually intentionally went against cheaters for 3 hours straight, playing legit nurse. And I was trying to explain to this person that I do know what it feels like, and I haven't put anybody through anything that I haven't actually put myself through and experienced. And so he took just those parts where I was saying, like, I willingly played against hackers for 3 hours, and he was like, no, you willingly did? You're so cool. As if I was like bragging about it, as if I was trying to say, like, I'm so cool. But I was answering somebody's question to say, like, yes, I have gone against it. Or there were other parts where I was saying how, like, I'm trying to show how behavior's banning system is flawed because people who actually weren't technically cheating, even though they were queuing up with cheaters, would get banned. They would lose their accounts. And I was never saying that behavior's wrong for that. And I was never saying that they shouldn't be banned or anything like that. But I was saying how the real hackers don't really get punished and don't get banned because they keep coming back. So if behavior had a way to actually really ban the actual hackers, then there would never be these situations where people are even queuing up with hackers and getting banned. But what I was also trying to say is how I'm not the only one. Like, I know other people who got banned for playing with hackers, but what happens is, instead of buying the game again and buying all the characters and buying all the cosmetics, they switch over to the cheater side and actually become cheaters, or they get the unlockers and have all the stuff for free, and they don't give behavior any more money. And I was saying, like, yeah, if you're in my shoes, why would you? If somebody offered you everything back, even if I was in the wrong, even if I said, like, I was wrong, I played with cheaters on purpose, I deserve to be banned, and I admit that, which I do. But I would say, if somebody came along and said, here, you can have everything back and more, and everything in the game, have it all back for free, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to give behavior any more of my money. And so, you know, he took that and he would say, oh, finally someone said it. People who queue up with cheaters shouldn't be banned, shouldn't be punished because they're not actually cheating. And then he went into that whole spiel about, like, robbing a bank and you're driving the getaway car, or you split half the money but you didn't do the robbing. And so he made this whole scenario up based off of something I never said. Like, I never said I was in the right. I never said behavior was in the wrong. Another thing, he said I had a vendetta against behavior and this was all about revenge. I never said any of that. So it's just a lot of stuff. There's a lot of words that he just put in my mouth that I never said. And it was just like every single example of each clip that he took out of context is something that I never said. And so he would he would interject and he would say, oh, I agree. And then he would say, like, his whole spiel about that thing, but he's agreeing with something I never said. He's implying or flat out saying that I was saying a certain thing when he was really taking things completely out of context that I was answering to other people, if that makes sense. And the only way to really show it would be to show the examples of what he's saying and then explain what I was actually saying in the proper context. So it would be like people telling me, oh, you can't play the game normally, you can only cheat, and you're afraid to play normally. And then I would say, well, actually, I have 4.7 thousand hours in the game legit, and I had done all the challenges, and I was, I prestige nurse, and I was possibly the first P100 nurse, and I was explaining all this as a reply to somebody that's like, saying, well, you can't play legit, and you only cheat, and blah, blah, blah. And so then he takes all that out and mocks it out of context, saying, like, oh, wow, you actually spent money on the game and you actually did the challenges. I don't know anybody who's done the challenges. And, he's making it,
Such a clown.
he put it all in the context of, like, things I wasn't even saying. And so it's like, okay, well, if you're going to do that and you're going to deliberately do that, right? It's him being deliberately deceptive, which essentially makes him a liar. And what business does a liar have pointing the finger at a cheater? Because they're essentially the same thing. They're one and the same. Like, a cheater cheats to gain an unfair advantage in a deceptive way to benefit them, and a liar hides the truth, conceals the truth, and fabricates lies in order to benefit from it and gain some kind of advantage, and they're doing the same exact thing. And I would pose the question, what's worse? Somebody who openly hacks in a video game, like a meaningless video game, for fun, for content, for laughs, or somebody who deliberately deceives an entire community, tens of thousands of people, which could go on to hundreds of thousands or possibly in the millions, depending on how his video does, deliberately slander someone's name in the real world and makes them say things that they never said. I would argue that he's way worse than a cheater, because he literally is cheating his entire audience by feeding them a bunch of nonsense.
He's been lying for like 3 years. I've always said it. Like, I like some of his content.
I mean, I appreciate the art form of fake news. I appreciate, like, the skill it takes to pull something out of context, build an entire strawman fallacy, and then knock it down, all in a way that makes you look like a hero. Like, job well done. Job well done. Like, I appreciate his skill set and his ability to do that. But integrity-wise, he's no better than the people that he's condemning.
To agree. Sorry, I'm very tired. I feel like if... Oh man, what are the words I'm attempting to say right now? If SpooknJukes had given you credit in the video at all anywhere, he would not have mocked you, because he knows that intentionally, like, slandering someone else and putting their name on it and just, like, harassing them in their community with intense sarcasm, like all of that slander, would not slide. Like, he knows that. That's why he didn't credit you, so you can't pull a lawsuit. So now what he's doing is, if you attempted to get his video taken down, like, which you probably wouldn't, I don't know why you would, but if you did, he could say, oh, this is talking about someone else completely, and then just lie.
He's got my clips in it. How could he say he's talking about someone else? It's my voice.
He didn't use, like, a voice changer on you or anything?
No.
Oh, yeah, no, then you could totally, like...
But I mean, it's purposes of commentary and criticism. I believe it falls under fair use guidelines. And
it's
honestly...
It's not commentary, it's not informative, it's not criticism.
Well, it is...
It's slanderous. It's mockery. It's really not any
I mean,
of that.
I don't see why you're not allowed to make fun of someone. I don't think that... I believe what he did was completely in bounds of fair use, and I don't think he would have done it if it wasn't. But I'd actually rather him... I would have preferred that he put my name on it, so people could know who he's talking about, and people can come here and decide for themselves if what they think about what I'm doing.
Right. Well, there's a difference between...
Wow, all these gens. 3 of them just popped.
Having, like, a slanderous bully session. Yeah, his intentions with that video were clearly to bully. He was not...
Well, that's the question I would ask, is like, what was the purpose of this video? Was this somehow supposed to make the community a better place? Was this... what was the purpose of it?
I think last stream you were saying that you thought the purpose of the video was to bully your community into believing that, oh, it's not okay to be a cheater, even though it's like, it's just for content. Like, oh, you need to make this video game your life even though it doesn't matter. Like, that's something you were saying, I think last stream or the stream before.
Well, what I'm saying about that is, I just think that him mocking it in such a way is like, it's like saying, not only am I condemning this person, but I'm also condemning anybody who would affiliate with them.
Yeah, that's what it was. I cannot remember my words, I apologize.
And so in a roundabout way or an indirect way, it's pretty much bullying anybody that would otherwise associate with me. But, you know, a lot of the people that associate with me, I think, are above that. At least the ones cheesing don't care. But I have lost, like, people that will say they'll be afraid to be like, they don't want. It's already happened where people have left, but they're not the people that I would want around to begin with, because
yeah,
it's like if you're gonna leave and not be my friend because of something I did to you personally, then fine. But if you're gonna not be my friend because I used hacks in a video game,
yeah, that's still kind of roundabout stuff. Like, I don't really want to play with you when you're cheating because I don't want to risk my account.
Yeah, that's
for a
different.
second time.
That's different.
But I love playing with you and hanging out with you. Like, when you're playing legit, there's nothing wrong with, like, playing legit.
I mean, it's one thing to say I don't want to, like, risk my account. That's understandable. I didn't want to risk my account every time I played with cheaters when I was doing it. So
Yeah.
I get that. That's fine, but
Because I have, like, I think on this account, like, somewhere between $3,000 and $5,000 on it alone. So I really just don't want to risk it.
You
If I
spent
was
that
on
much
my alt
money?
account- yeah, probably. Like, if I was on my alt account, I wouldn't care because there's nothing on that account except for, like, a Blight DLC. But yeah, like, worth in skins as well as just all of the DLC, like, characters and stuff, exclusives, things like that.
it's an insane amount of money.
I owned every single Meg skin for years. I own every Blight skin, every Gabriel skin. I have almost every Jill skin. I have all Leon skins. Like, I had every plague skin for like 2 years. Just so much. And not even counting the amount of time I put into iridescent shards just
How
to
did she
get some of
just-
those skins.
Was that an endurance hit? What was that?
Could be dead hard. Look like dead hard. I've also finished every single challenge in every single tome just so I can unlock the lore and like all of the videos and stuff. So I can have them for myself on my account and feel accomplished.
Yeah, I
It's
did
so
all the
strange there aren't
challenges
more.
on my original, and that's the point I was making. I was trying to explain to people that, like, I have played legit. I had, like, nearly 5,000 hours legit, and that those are the things I was answering.
Yeah.
But, because I would hear the same questions over and over, and so I would get kind of... So when one person would ask a question, I would kind of go on a rant and just keep explaining, like, all different things over and over, because I think that people come and go from the stream. Like everything that we're talking about right here that we just spoke about, like, in 2 minutes, someone can come in and ask the same question of everything that we just explained because they weren't here for it.
Much, yeah.
So it's like when someone asks me one question, I kind of go off and start explaining 10 different questions because everybody keeps asking these specific questions.
Yeah. I would, since this is like TikTok crew or whatever, I would make a 1-minute short form video explaining
What is he
like
saying?
the gist of it, and then move on.
Q tunnelera. Dios.
Probably, why are you tunneling God?
How do you say mad in Spanish?
No, that's French. Is it? I don't know. I keep thinking French. I'll look it up
Killer
for you.
fake. No perks, easy. See, they start the
Hombre.
loser tunnel. Loser tunnel.
Lucid tunnel. Hombre.
Come
That is the
on
most
now.
American Spanish I've ever spoken. I'm way too violently American to speak
I
other
had
languages.
my hand elsewhere. No perks. No add-ons. Easy. No challenge. Baby survivors. No 1v1 me. 1v1 me. Which one was that? The Yui? We'll send invitation. You cannot beat me. I never lose. You only deep hip.
I wouldn't personally waste any time on someone whose chosen name is that.
Okay,
Who picks
put
their
your
name?
money where your mouth is. Go. You don't deserve rematch. You must go practice for 5k hours, then come back after you get good. Dog charter. You must practice 5k hours and come back after you get good. Go practice first. I stomp you in ground. Big nurse stomps baby survivor. Why is this so funny?
You're arguing with someone over a video game on the internet whose name is Lewd Femboy.
I'm not arguing with them. I'm just being
Yes,
funny. Like, this is not, like, my feelings aren't in this. I'm just being funny.
Okay, got you.
Like, all this stuff I'm writing here is I'm thinking in my head, like, what would dinner time fun say? You would say, GG easy, baby survivor, big nurse stomps baby survivor.
Where's the king of
What did I
troll?
say? I always start with good game. Well played, good luck next. It's turning into a rap battle. Dinner time inspired.
Okay. I think I'm actually starting to, I'm starting to hallucinate. I'm gonna go lie down for a bit. I'll see y'all later.
Oh, sounds like fun.
I know. Yeah. Bye, Howie. Bye, Prophet. Goodbye, chat. Goodbye, stream. Mwah, mwah.
Bye.